Today we have another interview, but this time with Coach Devin Moultrie, and he trains at ACG, which is American Combat Gym. So now that we're back, I have Devin Moultrie right here, and let's just get into the questions. Well, first off, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Devin Moultrie. I'm the head coach for American Combat Gym. I teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and the grappling and wrestling portions of the class, preferably in no-gi, but I can teach the gi as well. I've been training for 13 years, and I've been doing martial arts as a whole for 31 years. I'm a military veteran, was in the U.S. Navy from 2003 to 2009, and I'm from South Carolina, and I'm old, 38.
All right, so my first question is, how did you get into MMA fighting?
Well, I've been in martial arts most of my life, like from 7 up until now. While I was in the military, I got more interested in it when I ran into a guy. Well, not so much ran into. They came to the ship, and his name is Tim Sylvia, and the other one was Rich Franklin. This was in 2008, and that's when I started to understand exactly what it was, like mixed martial arts. And I've been interested ever since. I say around 3 years later, I started doing it myself.
So what accomplishment do you feel most successful with?
In martial arts, I would say I feel indifferent to pretty much all of them. To me, it's just about the competition. I don't really care about the accomplishment. But if I was to say my most known accomplishments, I medaled in the Abu Dhabi trials in 2013 and 2015. I've done Nagas and stuff like that, but those are my main accomplishments. As far as like me personally, I would say when I became a black belt, it was in Jiu-Jitsu among Kyle brothers.
So Devin, we have a surprise for you today.
Tell me.
And he has just walked in. Hey, Kate.
What's up, guys?
This is Kate, who we did an interview with just the other week, and his youngsters.
This
is my son, Roman. This is Johnny.
Yeah, good looking kids, man.
Coach Devin, already know Devin.
Punch.
This is Johnny. This is my dog, Kazan.
So just a quick surprise.
Hello.
Hello.
Long time. Long time. Too long.
Yeah, great friend of mine, Kate.
Been too long.
Yeah, way too long.
Way too long.
I think he's avoiding me.
Could be that, man. He puts people in pretzel. I could be avoiding him.
It's my job.
All right, Johnny, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So my next question for you is, what are some of your hobbies?
Well, I got a bunch. My number one hobby right now is I do hydroponics. I have a hydroponic garden in my game room, and that's my second hobby is video games. Outside of that, just work out, typical man stuff.
What led up to you wanting to be an MMA fighter or coach?
MMA coach. Just kind of fell on my lap one day. I've always helped coach people in like different arenas, like wrestling, jiu-jitsu. I'm not much of a striker, but I've helped people with striking before. But I think my first time really coaching was with Baggy Rocha. He allowed me to coach in his academy, and that's kind of fell into it from there. But it wasn't necessarily my goal to become one. It just kind of came to me.
So, what was your personal favorite MMA fight?
I have so many. I'm not sure. I have two friends that I know they're up there in the sport. So Rashad Evans, I really enjoy watching him fight. Even though he's always in trouble, I do like John Jones. I study a lot of mostly his ground game and stuff like that. So those are my two favorites.
You're good.
My next favorite is not favorite. The next question is, who are some of your favorite MMA fighters?
Who are some of my favorite MMA fighters? Well, like I said, John Jones, Rashad Evans. I'm a fan of Greg Hardy. I like that knucklehead right there. Fighter as well. Like Like I like Yair Rodriguez, Charles Rosa, Charles McCarthy. But I like people that grapple and stuff, pretty fancy striking and stuff like that. Flashy, fun to watch. I like Khabib Nurmagomedov, and that's just to name a few. I like most of them. There's very few I dislike. If I had to give it.
You say this like you mean like skill like or like you just don't like the attitude?
Oh no, the attitude is I'm indifferent to the attitude. I understand how the game is played. If they're as long when I meet them, it's usually pretty cordial. They're very nice. Some of them I've even befriended. Maybe their style is not what I'm looking for. Like some people, they can be a bit like maybe they're missing the grappling elements. I like grapplers. Some people need to work with their striking, like just little things like that. But as far as like people, like it's very few I dislike.
So my next question is, what are some of the things that you like most about your career?
Well, I like meeting new people. I meet a lot of new people. I also, get to travel a lot. Sometimes, like with some of these guys, they have fights that matches go on. So I tend to, get to move around a lot. Same thing I did in the military. I traveled around and I got to do a lot of things. And that is part of my favorite part. And also, I like the martial arts. I just like fighting, grappling, just my wrestling around my friends.
So, if you could make any rules or changes to the world of MMA, what would they be? Like rules, yeah.
Rules? Oh man, there's so many rules. I'd be a lot stricter on the doping and steroid use. I'd probably change the ring. I like the karate combat ring that they have with the slopes on the side. I like that more than I like the cage. There would be a 25-minute time limit. There wouldn't be rounds. And if there were rounds, I would probably have to start the position they were in when they first left off. Like, let's say the first round ended with you on your back. Well, the second round starts with you on your back. Let's see. I would allow more like combination. I think soccer kicks to the head, downward elbows. I think those should be legal. Little things like that. And I think the last one, I think the weight class should be a little bit more diverse. So instead of having, they have to be at 205, it'd be safer for the fighters to say, okay, 205 to 215 in this range. That's how I would do it, but that's just me. I understand why they do it the way they do it, because, being a heavyweight is.
He wants downward elbows so he can kill people. When he gets on top of people, you're not going anywhere. So if there's downward elbows allowed, you're a victim.
That's why it's different. That's why I think it should be done. I mean, they do it in Muay Thai, but he's not lying. You want to break somebody. If I want to fight you, I want to fight,
So, what do you think is a good time for a fighter to retire?
There's multiple things I would look at. I don't look at wins and losses much. I look at if they've gotten knocked out multiple times. If they're a certain age. Age is nothing but a number for me, but like if you're in your 50s and 60s, you should probably stop. I know people that are in their 50s and 60s still fighting, especially over in Russia. I don't think it's a good idea. I think if you have trouble with money, I think it's a bad idea to keep fighting, because fighting is not like a lot of people think fighters make a lot of money. Most don't. You have to be in the top 3 to 4% to even make a decent amount. Because you got to think an average fighter maybe fights 2 or 3 times a year. That can be you start to lose money. A lot of people don't realize. Let's say if I made $100,000, you got to pay taxes on it. You have to pay your coaches and the percentage in the gym. And then you got to take care of your family, you got bills, and maybe you have a little bit of money left. So that's when I think that fighters should retire, is when they're having trouble making that money, getting those fights and stuff like that.
Got it. So, if they were to get hurt, they won't be able to pay, their hospital bills.
Exactly. If they get hurt, or if they have a major injury, they have to sit out, they have to heal. You take a knockout, you have to take time, let your brain kind of, probably not as made up word, recombobulate, like get back to normal. It's there's a lot of factors that play into it. Like I said, once you get knocked out the first couple of times, it changes your chemistry. You'll see that in the examples if you watch any MMA fights. See the ones over the weekend.
Yeah. So this isn't really in my questions, but
That's what you want, brother.
if you knock someone out, right, and they can't breathe or something, and they die, can you go to jail for that?
No, it was a sanctioned bout. Think of it like a duel. It's a legal duel. So back in the day, they used to have legal duels where if me and him agreed to have a shootout, when we sign paperwork as like a waiver, then we go shoot. There is a possibility that one person could have serious injury or death. Now, if you maliciously do it, if you they say stop and then you do it, then yeah, that can be grounds for prison. I think I don't know the full laws on that, but let's say Kate and I get into a physical altercation in the ring, and we're fighting. It's for whatever, for viewing pleasure, and he knocks me out and I die. Well, that's on me. We both agreed to the bout. Makes sense?
Yep. So tell us about your most proud moment during your career, in one of your fights or something.
I'm kind of weird when it comes to that. I don't have proud moments, but I am happy. I guess it was nice getting my hand raised whenever I won gold medals, like in tournaments, or when I won major victories. Let's say fight to win, I won a major victory over a very, very tough opponent. That was a proud moment for me to look back and see my coaches. Hey, we worked hard, we got there. And this person has beaten me before, so it was like, man, a relief. There's a chance I can beat this guy even a third time. It's like little things like that. But I guess that's, if I had to choose a problem with that.
So, can you show us some moves?
What are you going to learn?
I learned something.
Let's see. Well, I'm known for, I think my most feared move is the body lock. So everybody that's trained with me, that's competed against me, they know to avoid two things with me. Watch out for my arm bars, because that's my highest percentage, and my body lock, which is my most feared. It's the most painful. So, how are you? Yes, sir. I'll give you an idea. So I didn't bring on my training gear, so I apologize. Remember the tapping, feeling pain. So usually it starts when I take someone's back. Now control over their arms. So usually I control the hands, try to get your hands away. Like make it look bad on camera. Just trying to get his hands away. Control the hands, step, and I lock his legs up. My legs up here. Okay? Now I'm gonna fall to the side here. I'm gonna lock up his mid area. I'm gonna squeeze everything nice and tight. Now, what I'm looking for is we're gonna make a choke. But if he defends, you see how he's defending. I'm gonna trap his hands. I'm gonna pull this across. I'm gonna start working this in. Try to choke him here. Try to smother your head. And if this all fails, lock him up. Bring him over. Then I have arm bars here. My favorite one is the arm in the pocket. It's an easier break for me. That's what I'm most favorite.
That was tight immediately.
That
was tight immediately.
Good.
No break.
Yeah, that's the thing though. I don't need much pressure on it. It's a lot of leverage. You know what I mean? There's ways out of it. Now, there's ways out of that technique. It's just difficult. Those are my favorite ways.
My last question is, what is your message to the world?
Message to the world? I don't really have a message to the world. I would say a message to my future self. I just keep doing what I'm doing, and if I'm doing the right thing and people are following me and they listen to me, then maybe they'll mimic it. But if you have followers, if you have friends or people that look up to you, you do the right thing and they may follow you.
Alright, so you mean like inspiration music?
Me being an inspiration, I guess I could be considered one. I'm a father, I'm married, I'm a business owner, and and I bring race into it. I'm a minority, I'm a veteran, so I just keep striving to be better every time, every year that I live, every day that I live. And if I make mistakes, which is okay, try to correct them best you can.
Yeah. All right, so I appreciate this, Coach Devin, for coming out here today. Really didn't have to. And I really thank you for coming out here today, kid. This is Coach Devin.
But it's mine.
And this has been Johnny Podcast, guys. Signing out. Stay cheesy.